You know, I heard they recently decided to add more ships to it.
And I'm in the front row, and I'm hammered drunk.
You do not have anything to drink. Can I get you a tasty refreshment?
Yes. I'll have a beer.
Wunderbar.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
And welcome to another episode of the Buzzed Basement Bros podcast. My name is Aaron, and I am joined by the Hammer, Andy.
That's me.
You're doing good, buddy.
Good.
Well,
It's the closest thing I had to a hammer right
all right.
now.
First off, we have to share. Me and the lady came down to your place where we have the studio tonight. And before we got down to the studio, we decided to play 2 games of Euchre. First game, ladies won. Second game, I called it. I asked Andrew, what's the score?
It was like 4-2.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, it's early. Called that shit on 3 9s. I had 3 fucking 9s in my hand.
Yeah. That was
And
awesome.
we got all $5.
Yep.
And then literally the next hand,
Well, we talked about the
Right.
high.
right, of getting 2 points
'Cause
on
as-
3 9s.
As we discussed, Aaron doesn't usually call it unless he like for sure knows he's
dude.
getting it.
Yeah, I'm getting at least 3 books.
Right?
Play
And
very conservative Euchre.
So this is like the one time that he calls it
On
with 3 9s.
3 fucking 9s.
And we're discussing this, and I'm just like, man, he's after my heart. He's learning.
Very next deal.
Very next deal. I call it. I order Aaron up the right, and I had 3 9s in my hands, and we took them all.
Two hands in a row. We got 4 points on 2 hands. In both hands, whoever called it had 3 9s.
Felt so
You're gonna,
amazing.
It's gonna be a 3-day high.
I've got a freaking half chub right now.
That a boy. Swish. What are you drinking on, good buddy?
Well, I just got done with a spotted cow.
Oh, high society.
Yeah, and now I am moving to a vodka, some Tito's, and some Sam's Club sparkling water, the black raspberry.
It's not bad.
No, it's
It's not bad. I actually, whatever was left of the one from our last session, I just poured it in my vodka earlier.
Oh, yeah?
I'm on my second vodka drink.
Ooh,
Is there any better sound in the world?
the sound of a steam engine puffing down the tracks.
Was that your impression of a husky or a steam engine?
Yes.
Okay. Did I send you the TikTok, or did you send me the TikTok? Or the guy, he's got his laptop sitting on his lap, and it's a steam engine, a video of a steam engine going down the track. And it's,
Oh, that was me.
yeah, you sent
Yeah,
me
I
that,
think I sent
and
that
then
one
it
to you.
pans over from the laptop screen to his Labrador, just
Yeah.
panting right next to him. Sounds pretty similar.
Yeah.
It was deceiving and funny at the same
At
time.
the same time.
That's right. I like those kinds of videos.
I know. They're it's just great.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Speaking of videos, we went down kind of a rabbit hole at work the other day, and it all stemmed from like TikToks. Not quite, Labradors panting for trains. We got on the subject of supernatural.
Oh, spooky shit?
Yeah. So we watched the very first episode of Ghost Adventures.
I have seen more than a few episodes of Ghost Adventures.
The later stuff is better than the early stuff.
Really?
Yes.
I don't remember when I moved in with your sister.
Mm-hmm.
At her apartment, she had cable TV, and I moved in October. So
Ooh, spooky season.
Exactly. Spooky season. So we just fucking, what's this? Ghost Adventures? What is this?
Yeah.
Actually wasn't bad.
No, it's not. It's not a bad show.
Now the what's the main guy's name? Zach something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
But so we watched an episode of that. It was me, my partner for the day, which is a 24-year-old kid.
You watching these during the day?
No, this was like
after dark.
This was like
you got to watch
we
them after dark.
started at like 10 o'clock.
Oh, spooky.
Yeah. So we watched one episode of Ghost Adventures, and then we watched an episode of BuzzFeed Paranormal.
Yeah, I've seen some of that.
Just to show them, because as we were watching Ghost Adventures, we were like,
Some of the Ghost Adventure stuff feels a little forced.
Correct. And that's what we were discussing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show them the Buzz.
You can't watch Ghost Adventures with any lights on.
Well, see, we can't help that because we got those stupid emergency lights.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah. But we watched an episode of the BuzzFeed Unsolved or Paranormal or whatever it was. And then we went back and because right before we chose Ghost Adventures, we were floating up between Ghost Adventures and Finding Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is plausible. I think we've definitely talked about this before.
Correct.
He's plausible. I'm assuming it's a he. But if they've lived forever, there's got to be he and a she, and they trek all the way across the Pacific Northwest and fuck each other, and then make little Bigfoots.
So we watched 2 episodes of Finding Bigfoot, just because it was hilarious.
Because the guys that are hunting for Bigfoot are the most insane fucking people you've ever seen in your entire life.
And they like.
It's like,
I'm sure there's some science aspect behind why they think it's. They were doing calls.
But the guys that are searching for Bigfoot, their labs, quote unquote, are right next to meth labs. Like they share a trailer.
What? No.
Yes.
No way.
What's a Bigfoot call sound like? According to these back
it
folk
was just
gentlemen.
like them screaming at the top. Ah! Yeah, pretty much.
Like a screaming goat?
Yeah, pretty close.
No, I feel like it'd be more of like a growl.
And so...
something that big would have like a lower timbre? Is that the word?
Resonance?
Resonance?
Yeah.
Timbre? No, timbre?
Maybe.
I don't know. No, not tone.
Pitch?
There's a fancier word for it.
Any hoodles.
Vodka.
Yeah. Any hoodles. So we watched a couple of episodes of that just because we were entertained by what they thought Bigfoot sounded like. Because they were just shouting and
of course reality TV shows are cut together, so it's just like cut flash. Oh, we want to keep you here for through the next commercial break. So it's fucking, I bet it's awful.
Yeah.
I bet it's a train wreck from
it
Are they hour-long episodes?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I bet it's a train wreck from beginning to end.
It's a horrible train wreck. Such a fucking train. Like, at one point on one of the episodes, they had a thermal imaging camera. And
yeah?
What is that? And it's like this
A deer.
object in the well, they showed some deer, but then after the deer, there was something in the middle of this, like, paddock by itself.
Jim Bob.
Standing upright.
Jim Bob.
And, yeah, they don't show it, like, running off into the trees or anything. It's just there, and then like the next cut, it's gone.
Right.
Well, what did you do?
Right.
I mean, did you look?
Jim Bob went out there, took a shit, and then
pretty much. Pretty much. So we watched a couple episodes of that, just because it was kind of funny.
Like they take themselves so seriously.
Yes.
Now I've seen the documentary Harry and the Hendersons. Now if you're gonna find a Bigfoot, you got to hit it with your 1980 station wagon. I mean, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that movie, for the record. It's in the camper. That's a camping movie right there.
But then we moved on.
The documentary with John Lithgow.
Then we moved on to the last thing for the night.
What's that, buddy?
A compilation of Skinwalker.
Now, I don't know too much about I've heard of the Skinwalker Ranch, but I don't know exactly what exactly is a Skinwalker.
Skinwalker is pretty much like a mimic, if you know what mimics are. They're
scary ditto.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Skinwalkers are doppelgangers, like doppelgangers type stuff.
Is that the thing? Like if you hear your name, if you hear a voice coming from the woods, definitely don't go toward.
Correct.
Yeah, one of those deals.
Because that's how they're supposed to lure you away. They'll be like, "Help!" standing off to the side. Like I've heard
50 feet deep into the woods.
50 feet deep into the woods, they'll cry out to you, "Help! Help!" All that stuff. And when you go into the woods, that's when they get you.
They eat your face.
Otherwise, it's like someone crying out in the middle of a field, and like if you get too close to it or you like acknowledge it.
I don't think there's any skinwalkers in rural Illinois. Is that a desert thing? Oh,
No,
you're talking
it's
forest
everywhere.
Oh, there's skinwalkers here in Illinois,
There
huh?
could be. There could be.
Oh, I'll have to keep a lookout next time I'm wandering around drunk at the campsite.
But yes, mostly it's like Appalachian area.
There's a lot of kooky shit that goes on up there, though.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
But so we started watching
I've
compilations.
seen Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
That Mustang got wrecked pretty early in that fucking movie.
Oh.
Who was the chicken? I gotta look it up. She was so hot. Was it Eliza Dushku?
Maybe.
Anyway, keep yapping. I'm gonna look up her sexy ass.
But yeah, so we started watching Skinwalkers, and it was like a 20-minute compilation. And by minute 3 of the 20, the guys that I was watching it with were kind of like, you know what? We might have to like leave the door open in the bunk room to let light in tonight.
It was not Eliza Dushku.
Who was it, buddy?
Trying to think, dude. It's been so long since I've seen this fucking movie. No, maybe I'm thinking of a different movie. Top billed lady is Emile de Reven.
Close.
God, no, not at all. She's Australian.
Oh.
She was also in Public Enemies. No, hey, there was a fucking... Pretty sure. Anyway, keep talking.
But yeah, so we watched the Skinwalkers. They said that they were going to have nightmares.
Wrong Turn that was Wrong Turn.
Oh.
That's the movie I'm thinking of. That had Eliza Dushku. 6.1 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they didn't want to really go to sleep. And then the one guy did have a nightmare.
Yeah, it's set in West Virginia. Yep, I was right. I just got the wrong movie title. That's all.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah, the
I'm
one
done.
guy did say he had a nightmare.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you pee a little?
No.
Okay, that's
No.
good.
The
Because
other
of the
guy,
Skinwalkers or because of the scary
Skinwalkers.
the scary guys that are hunting
No.
Bigfoot?
No, not those.
Smoke this meth.
Yeah, no, not those guys.
That might scare some people. Peer pressure for Beth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But no, the Skinwalkers made the one guy have a nightmare.
Silly goose.
And then I ran into the other guy like a week later. And I just went, it's nice to see that the Skinwalkers didn't get you. And he just went, dude, I'm not going to lie. Like, this is a guy in his 40s, 45, maybe. Right? And he's like, dude, I'm not going to lie. I had to go down in my basement earlier this week, and I did not feel good. I did not like going down in my basement.
I know we've talked about it before, but there's some weird noises come from my house, and I mentioned that to my buddy Trey that I used to work with. He came and hung out with Club Rick about a month ago. He's a bigger black guy from town, and actually he called me on the way down to the last session. He called me at the perfect time. I was walking to your place, and I had my phone in my hand. Like, oh, it's Trey. And he's like, hey, man, we were gonna get together. And I'm like, my schedule sucks, blah, blah, blah. I really enjoyed drinking with you. I miss you. I haven't seen him much. We've both just been busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, man, come get fucked up at Club Rick anytime. And he's like, man, you got a couch I could sleep on? I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. We just set the living room up. Like, we got a new couch and everything. He's like, but your ghost, man, is it racist? I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. He's like, you hear any voices or anything? Like, no, there's some weird noises. He's like, does your ghost like black people? I'm like, I don't fucking know. It is a house from.
We gonna find out.
It is a house from the early 20th century. So I don't know. Maybe
very, very possible.
Yeah, it could be. Some old white lady haunting my shit.
Yeah,
Doesn't like people with more melanin than you and I. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was funny. And then I ended the call and came straight into the studio. And then we got busy recording, and I forgot to tell you. Man, is your ghost racist? Fuck, dude, I don't know.
I don't know. I'll put it on the list of stuff to ask.
Yeah. Next time I'm hammered and up at the witching hour.
Yeah.
Hey, motherfucker. Just go down to the basement where Anna can't hear me.
Yeah.
In the other corner of the basement from the bunnies, and just like, maybe I'll, draw a pentagram in the concrete down there or
Get
something.
a Ouija board.
Yeah. No, I don't want to fuck with Ouija boards, though. That's where I draw the line.
That's the line
That's
in the
the
sand.
line.
That's the line in the salt and the sand. And
Well, okay, on one hand, like, yeah, I've heard normal people say, oh, there's some weird shit that goes on with the Ouija boards. But at the same time, they sell them at Target.
yeah, it's a Harrisbow
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, they sell them
Right?
at fucking Target. But if you can get your hands on, a spiritualist Ouija board from like the 20s,
Mm-hmm.
that might be worth something. That
Yeah,
might be something to look into.
Yeah, I don't want to.
No?
No.
You don't want the devil inside you?
No, not really.
Talking to dead kids from 1892 or whatever?
Yeah, no.
It just sounds weird to me.
I would make a joke to one of my ex-girlfriends because her and her sister were really like superstitious about this stuff.
But Ouija boards
Yeah.
are like
So
spirits and...
Just like, yeah, they got freaked out very easy.
yeah.
And there was a couple times I was hanging out with them, and I'd just be like, "Hey, you know what? Adam has a Ouija board."
Does he actually have a Ouija board?
I don't remember if he did or
You're just
not.
bullshitting.
Yeah, and
I've never fucked with one.
I'm like, the cemetery is like literally right down the way. Like by the time he gets the Ouija board, and we could be over there in like 10 minutes.
I
doing shit.
think rural Illinois cemeteries aren't the hot spot for demon activity
I don't think you're
because churches are very prevalent around here.
Yeah, I don't.
Good down home folks. If you went to like New Orleans, that's a place that most of the bodies are above ground too.
Yeah.
because New Orleans is in a fucking basin.
Yeah.
Picture a bowl that you mix salad in.
Mm-hmm.
That's where New Orleans sits, in the bottom of the bowl.
And it's amazing. It flooded in 2005.
Well, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last
No.
either. But yeah, all the bodies are above ground, so
Mhm.
it makes it better. Anyway, but that would be a place. It's
Yes.
old. They got the hoodoo and the voodoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to do the Ouija
Yeah.
board.
The man with the power.
I don't know what that is.
You remind me of the man?
Huh?
The man with the power?
Huh? The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, Jesus. It's a song. It's. You remind me of the man. What man? The man with the power.
Is it an old funk song?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't either. That's why I'm asking. I don't know.
Jesus fuck. I'll pull it up.
You know how many songs there are in existence?
Jesus.
I haven't heard that one. That one song you're talking about?
I'm sure as soon as I pull it up and play it for you, you
Oh yeah, I've heard
you'll go,
that. It's
"Oh,
just
yeah."
not. It's not on my Funkalicious playlist.
Yeah. No, it
No.
wouldn't be.
It's obscure. Maybe it will
Yeah.
be now.
But yeah, New Orleans, Charleston,
Yeah, you're talking like old southern cities.
old southern
With-
settlements.
Yeah, I mean, even go older than that. Like go to graveyards in London and shit.
Oh yeah.
Crypts in Paris. That's where you got to do the Ouija board.
Yeah.
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 Fuck yeah. What was it? I went and saw. I think it was with an ex-girlfriend. It was a date movie for some fucking reason. I think it was the Haunting in Connecticut. Did you ever see that one? It was all about the backstory. It's probably 15, 20 years old at this point, but it was this family's renting a house and it's definitely haunted because spiritualist back in the day was doing seances with this kid that had like supernatural powers or whatever. So it leaked into the house, and I don't know. We got an old house. I doubt that my house had any seances. I have a sneaking suspicion it was the preacher's house at one point.
Yeah.
That's my working theory right now.
It's just where they kept the bodies for
yeah.
the wakes and funerals.
And then in the wintertime, when they couldn't dig a grave, they'd put them under my porch.
Yep.
It's designed for that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So much death. Whatever.
Let's get a Ouija board.
It just makes I mean, definitely my house is. We should do, if we're gonna do it. We should. I mean.
Oh yeah, do it at your house
within walking distance. Make it convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. We don't need to buy plane tickets or anything.
Yeah,
No. If we're gonna do it, we'll do it in my basement.
Yeah.
Away from the bunnies. We don't want to scare the bunnies.
Yeah, we don't want the bunnies to get. Imagine if the bunnies got possessed.
Oh God, that'd be terrible.
I'm just
evil bunnies in the basement, trying to bite my dick off all the time.
I'm just picturing the rabbit from Monty
Python?
Python's Holy Grail.
It's so fluffy and innocent. And we have 2 of those.
Yeah.
We got 2 buddies.
Oh God.
The one is a little grumpy all the time, but the other one's pretty friendly. I don't want to see the friendly one trying to bite my cock off.
It would probably be the friendly one.
Yeah, that'd be the one that turned first, obviously.
Yep.
Because the other one's too stubborn to get possessed by whatever.
All right, get out of here.
Fucking Steven, that was a coal miner in 1891 or whatever the fuck.
Steven, you better stop touching me.
God damn it, dude. Nah, it never interests me at all. Yeah, I didn't notice that until like 6 months into working at Target. Because, I was raised in the church and just like, oh, no, don't ever fuck with Ouija boards. Mm-hmm. And, don't watch The Exorcist and, all this. And then I'm looking back at the whole back, like a whole back section of the Target that I worked at was all board games. And I noticed that, there's a whole stack of fucking Ouija boards back here. Oh, this is bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking stupid. I have smoked weed in a graveyard before, though.
It does beg the question of how, if the Ouija board is in fact like a board game, how do you fucking play it? Like, what are the rules?
I don't know. We can look it up.
Like,
you're supposed to ask it questions, and then the
thing's supposed to move and spell out the answer.
Yes or no and answers, and you're all supposed to touch it at the same time or whatever.
Correct.
And people claim that it moves on its own.
It doesn't move on its own.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, it doesn't.
It's just weird, though. Again, the Hasbro version is bullshit. If you get a hold of one from like 1898 or between 18, something that's 100 plus years old.
Well, yeah. Well,
it's probably got some devil magic in it.
I was gonna say it probably already has like spirits in it.
Or, somebody had an orgy on top of it or whatever. Aleister Crowley sex magic type shit.
Jesus fuck.
That guy he legit believed that doing the dirty while casting spells would like summon some sort of sex demon. Like, yeah, that's what he was
not right in the head.
That, and he was a trust fund kid, so he never had to work a day in his life. Yeah,
must be fucking nice.
Yeah, must be fucking nice. Travel the world and try and make sex magic happen.
And hump demons into existence? Sure.
No, he was busy banging his boyfriend and then wives and having orgies and to try and conjure the sex demon. I don't believe he was ever successful, though.
Nope. I probably not.
Yeah. Rich British kid fucked off and, didn't just fuck off. He fucked and tried to...
We have a business in the town I work that the running joke, we made this joke to one of our young impressionable minds who just like immediately thought that we were telling the truth. We went to this business for a walkthrough, right? Just an inspection walkthrough, familiarization.
Hey, look, you got sprinklers.
Yeah,
hey, look, you got a
this is
fire
where this door
extinguisher.
is.
Yeah.
And hey, this is
your exit signs are labeled, whatever.
All that stuff, right? And we get back to the station and we're like, yeah, so we checked out the basement.
There was a basement?
Well, yeah, there was a basement. And someone's like, oh, yeah, but good thing we didn't go, like, not all of us went into the second basement. And the dude just looked at us and was like, there was a second basement? And my lieutenant, he's great because he can say, like, 60% of the time, he's telling the truth.
That seems like a low number.
Well, he likes to prank people.
Okay.
A lot. Like, he'll just stone cold. He doesn't break. Will tell you something.
Oh, yeah, I jerked off that horse last week.
Yeah. And you'd be like,
What?
What the fuck are you? So this lieutenant just goes, yeah, the second basement. That's where they kill all the goats and hold the rituals. And the dude's like, what? It's a daycare. They're killing. They're doing rituals in the basement, second basement. That's where they kill all the goats.
The sub basement.
Yeah, the sub basement. And he's like, what? Like, shouldn't we report him? And like we let it go on for like 5 minutes before we're like, dude, there's no sub basement.
There's no fucking second basement. There, at my high school, they added the original high school was there, and then they added the field house in the 50s, I think it was. And at the field house, when you come in at street level, you're on the top floor. You know, it's the basketball court is in the 2 floors down.
Mm-hmm.
There's another floor below that, back staircase. Literally, we called it the dungeon. Batting cage and a half a track so you can do sprints in the wintertime. No windows and nuclear fallout signs everywhere. But there was some closets at the end of the hall. And it's just like, what the fuck's back there? But they were always locked.
Always.
High school kids.
If you don't explain to high school kids what's actually in the closets, they're just going to make shit up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where they keep the, whatever, the guillotine. Or I don't know, something something fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's probably just brooms or some shit. A vacuum cleaner.
A squeegee.
Yeah, squeegee to get the sweat off the tracks or whatever. It was creepy down there, though. I'll tell you what. But if I was going to try and survive a nuclear explosion, that's probably where I wanted to be.
Yes.
Not a lot of room down there, though. Like, it's got a fair. You can only probably fit 300 people down there. Not comfortably. Anyway.
Any hoodles.
Sub-basement.
Yeah.
I don't have a sub-basement. My porch has a basement. That's just where they kept the bodies in the wintertime.
Yeah, let's get a Ouija board.
You want
into your
to?
basement.
We say a lot of things.
We're not going to do this.
No, definitely not. We're going to forget about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go back through the audio. Oh, that was a fucking dumb idea.
You're going to go back through the audio and go, that was a dumb idea. My wife's going to listen to it and go, you're
not bringing
doing that.
You're not bringing a fucking...
You're not bringing a demon home to your children.
And my lady's going to go, you're not going to... I don't want my bunnies possessed.
Yeah,
Anna, that's not. Can't be. That can't. I mean, like, I'm 99% sure that can't be a real thing.
Anna's more concerned about.
But the bunnies. She doesn't give a fuck about me. Yeah. It's the bunnies. Yeah. Duh. Duh. Dude, I play second fiddle to those little critters.
No, but they're so cute.
They're pretty goddamn adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're soft and fluffy and yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's like when I asked Mom if I could go on a ghost hunt, she said no.
Yeah.
You're not bringing that shit home.
Yeah. I got Cameron's mom used to do ghost hunts. So this was after she separated, divorced. I don't remember. Dad wasn't home anymore. And so she would fuck off after work on a Friday. She'd stop home and grab her duffel bag or whatever, her suitcase. And then she'd fuck off all weekend to go do ghost hunts. She, they bring out the equipment and then they'd sleep all day Saturday at the hotel or whatever, and do 2 nights at ghost hunting and then come home Sunday. We used to party pretty hard.
Hey,
she liked it. She thought it was fun. There's enough haunted shit around.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Go to an old abandoned hospital.
Mm-hmm. Joliet prison.
The prisons. Yep.
Where there's death and despair.
Death and despair. Exactly. A church.
Sells tickets in October.
Yep.
My basement, obviously.
Yeah. Cemeteries. There's cemeteries everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
Yep.
But, yeah, pass on the Ouija board.
All right.
Fine.
That's fine. Instead, let's just wander around the woods and try to find a skinwalker.
Can we call out to skinwalkers? Or do they got to find us? Here, skinwalker.
I don't know exactly. I know.
I have to do more research.
I know. What is it? There was something.
Is it
Wendigo?
I've heard of. I don't know what that is though. Isn't that a Native American thing?
Yeah, it's kind of
It's the Native American version of the Skinwalker.
yeah. Skinwalkers are like zombie deer type deal. They're
don't know.
usually depicted like a rotting deer head.
Gross.
Yeah.
I've been shooting deer in my cowboy game.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh. Murdering the fuck out of some bucks.
Oh.
Anyway.
But yeah, I forget which one it's either doppelganger, skinwalkers, or Wendigo. That like is, I've heard once that the more you talk about them, the like
Say it. Say
the more
Say Wendigo 3 times fast.
Wendigo, Wendigo, Wendigo.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. That they're
like Beetlejuice.
yeah.
Yeah.
That they start
Anyway.
like appearing more
Oh, okay.
or something like that.
Great.
Once again,
I'm camping this weekend.
oh, you're welcome. Just stuff to keep you up at night. Of course,
So
you haven't watched any of the videos that we watched.
No.
Like probably a quarter of them was like the same clip of this guy in like a white fucking spandex leotard just walking on all fours.
I think I've seen that one.
Like you could obviously tell. You're like, no,
It's
that's
amazing that we haven't actually got any HD footage of a Wendigo, a Chupacabra, a Bigfoot, anything now that everyone has a fucking camera in their pocket
I know, right?
that shoots in HD.
I know.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
this has been another episode of the Buzz Basement Bros podcast. Find us on Twitter, Instagram, email us at buzzbasementbrospodcast@gmail.com. My name is Aaron.
and I'm Andrew.
And we out. She doesn't
The
give a fuck
bunnies.
about me.
Yeah.
It's the bunnies. Duh.